back on another disturbing breakdown. What's good, my patrons? We're gonna talk about some things here really important when it comes to the masses living situation, when it comes to housing and all of these things. And when you look at the supposedly future coming up, you can see what's gonna happen as far as, you know, these younger generation or the next generation owning homes. You already know, people, the generation gonna fall 100%. They stop them from supposedly producing, and of course all of these things, as you know, it gonna stop right there in the tracks, including people owning homes. Do you understand? They're setting it up for the next generation not to own homes. And I'm gonna show you 100%. I've been telling you about this shit all the time, but now we're gonna break it down and I'm gonna show you some things where they're heading in this world right here. Just make it run.
The starter homes are disappearing from the United States.
Listen.
In the early 1980s, as many as 40% of the new homes built were considered entry level.
So listen, people, they're talking about starter home where people just, you know, start up with a little home and, you know, later on they might build on to it and it becomes a family home. That's gone. Take a listen here.
By 2023, just 9% fit the criteria.
Give it another 20 years and literally no young person will be able to afford to purchase a home, period.
Okay, you understand that? That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time. Want you to understand that all of that thing that they used to sell you to buy this earth is done with. You supposedly dream of owning a home and all is done with. Remember what they tell you? You're gonna have nothing in Babylon right here and you're gonna be happy with it. How they gonna do that? They're gonna fix your mind and your brain up, especially the new generation who don't want these things. A matter of fact, they can't afford it, period, with the new world. Take a listen here.
Meanwhile, a slowdown is mounting in the home building industry, which could contribute to the ongoing decline of the starter home.
Both housing starts and building permits, which are an indicator of future construction, have slowed down this fall.
Why?
And it's not just seasonal.
And take a look, people. It's not just seasonal. It's something that kick in for the next world. Do you understand what I'm saying? I always mention the new world and the next world, but people don't understand. It's changing right in front of your eyes. That's what they're doing, and they know to implement changes to make the masses accept it. Take a listen here.
For 3 million potential first-time home buyers in the country, they're up against high home prices that keep rising.
See?
What you're starting to see are mini price bubblets in
Yes,
markets.
and don't worry about it, people. It's all by design. It's all by design to put these houses, as far as owning a home, how that the people's reach. Remember, I talk about it with people earning 6-figure at their job and still can't afford mortgage. They're the one who do it, people, to lower your standard as far as these things that you're working towards, letting you understand that you're not gonna reach that level anymore. So you have to lower your standard. Yes, get a tiny home. We're gonna get to that in a minute, and I'm gonna show you where they're gonna lead the masses, and it's serious shit you need to pay attention to. Listen.
Are an hour, 2 to 3 hours from major metropolitan cities.
It is such an unusual market because we have an all-time low of first-time home buyers, but an all-time high of all cash buyers.
All by
So,
design,
where did all the
people.
starter homes go?
Wow. Where did they go? Listen to this right here, people. I'm gonna show you that this world is designed.
A starter home is typically modest in size and price.
It's the most affordable home in any market. If you're in the Midwest, maybe it's in the $100,000 range. If you're in California, a starter home might be in the $400,000 range.
You see
To
that,
me,
people?
a starter home used to be a smaller condo, a smaller space, and someone would upgrade. Maybe
Yes.
after 5 years, as they get married or have a family and want to move. But now we're actually seeing that most people are buying their first home as a single-family residence and really planning on staying in place.
You see that,
America's
people?
home builders are making fewer of these kinds of units.
If you look at the number of single-family starter homes, those defined as being 1,400 square feet or smaller, we used to supply anywhere between 400 and 500,000.
Okay, so you see what they're trying to tell you here? Yes, your standard have to get lower. That's it. Because what going to happen is the home that you used to look forward to buy for, let's say, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, that house gonna be gone closer to $1 million and more. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? They're the one who control the pricing, the housing pricing, and they're the one who pushing it up way out of your reach so they can bring in a new system where they call affordable homes. Meaning that that's the house they're going to tell you can afford with your paycheck. A little box to live in. That's it. You're not going to take up too much space. You're not going to, occupy certain part of the land with this little small house that they're going to introduce you to later on. A matter of fact, it's already on the table to show you have to lower your standard when it comes to having things in this devil earth. Take a listen here and watch.
Over the past decade, builders have put up less than 100,000 homes each year.
It's by design,
Really,
people.
by
More
far,
pressure on the
number one
people.
reason is the increasing difficulty that many builders have in dealing with zoning regulations.
Zoning
Zoning laws are
regulation.
set at the local level. These laws can determine the size of each lot in a neighborhood.
And that's one thing I used to explain to you. Break it down and show you that for them to sell you a house and actually control what you can do to that house is another thing you need to look into. You buy a house and you can't really do anything to the house unless these people tell you, yes, it's okay. You have homeowners association in your neighborhood. They can tell you what you can do to that house and what you can't do. Do you understand that? So therefore, you don't have freedom of doing what you want to with that house, even though you claim to own it. Listen here.
It can also specify how far a structure is set back from the
There you
property
go.
line,
There
how
you go.
tall it is, or how many units are on site. In many cases, these laws create an opportunity for local residents
Yes,
to
how do
challenge
you get laws when it comes to housing people? Because you're living in a controlled environment. They owned us here. They're the one who decide if you're living in a big house or a small, tiny box. They're the one who decide all that, people. It's time for us to realize we've been controlled in a controlled environment. Everything they offer us is the only thing we have on the damn table. Listen.
new development. The residents often raise concerns, like overcrowding of schools and wear and tear on local roads.
A lot of this has to do with density restrictions within local communities.
Yes,
They
and
may-
don't worry about it. They're gonna make these communities. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're gonna actually point out where you can live. Period. They're gonna decide where you can live, people. They're gonna have these supposedly 10-minute city or whatever they call them, 15-minute city. They're gonna build up these little cubes, and then they have a city close by, 10-15 minutes away, anywhere you at. Do you understand? Any activities and these things, you're only 15 minutes away. They're gonna put you where they want you to live. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? They control where you live. You might not understand it, but they control that shit with the narrative, everything that they sell you. You're gonna end up in the spot that they want you. No doubt about it. Listen.
not want a townhouse or a condo community coming in, but they absolutely will welcome a single family community.
Zoning codes are found all around the country.
Zoning code.
The most restrictive ones are often found in major cities.
Many builders are not leaving money on the table. They are just simply unable to build, or it's become so expensive to build that they can only build high-end single-family and high-end multifamily.
Given the high price of land, labor, materials,
Don't worry about the land, people. You can never own that. As far as these homes that they say, hey, you can buy a piece of land and, start a building project, build up your house. Later on, that land don't belong to you, people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This property that you're building your house on or you buy the house on is not yours. They proved that to you in the wildfire in California. They call it wildfire. The one they burn down the people's homes. That show you that the property don't belongs to you. You buy the house on it, the property don't belongs to you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, people. You own nothing here in this Babylon
very
system.
difficult for big home builders to build the entry-level homes. There are a couple who specialize, like D.R. Horton, which has an express homes division, which specializes in starter homes.
And look
But
at these homes, people. Take a look at the homes and consider this for a minute, people. Consider one of these homes and the price. $700,000, $800,000 to $1 million. All of them is over $500,000 that you see right here. And you see the structure? It's just wood, people. Some little wood and sheetrock. That's the building code in America. Do you understand that? That means if it's a wind come to, a heavy wind over 100 miles per hour, that house is gone. A tornado come to, you wouldn't even know a house was there. This is what they give you in the building code, people. This is what they build these expensive houses out of. Wood, plywood, people, plywood. You've seen that with your own eyes. That's plywood and some sticks. The same one they tell you in the story. Yes, the big bad wolf can blow down. I'm not playing, people. They tell you already. You can't make your house out of sticks. The hurricane gonna blow it down. If anything, every wind, any disaster, these houses gone. Don't mention fire with these board, these fake wood that they packed in together to make a plywood. That's what they use to make the home, people. Believe it or not, it costs nothing. You understand what I'm saying or not? It costs nothing to build this box right here that they're gonna charge you $1 million for. Pay attention here.
Medium-sized builders, it's just very expensive in order to pencil all the costs they have and make it affordable to that lower-end buyer.
Affordable. That's the word, affordable.
As a result, home builders and first-time buyers are targeting further-flung locations.
We've definitely seen a trend toward purchasing a home further from the urban core. So you do see a lot of new construction in suburbia and exurbia.
Yes, because these areas that they call popular and what they would have say, you know, it's a city area and all, you're going to find it harder for you to live there. It costs way more, people, to live in these big cities or these areas that they consider important. It's going to cost you more to live there. The cost of living going to be higher, more pressure on you if you live in those areas, and the house is more expensive.
Home values are now rising most rapidly in
They do
low-density
it by
and rural
design.
areas. Experts say that relaxing these codes could lead to higher levels of home building and preserve affordability.
They don't
For
want
example,
that.
in San Antonio, there's some builders that are building sub 1,000 square feet single-family detached homes, right?
You hear
Which
that?
would have been almost unthinkable just a few years ago. So the market is reacting, but its response mechanism is really limited because of the rules of the game.
It's all by design, people.
Some
The rule of
areas
the
with
game.
less restrictive zoning codes are
Look at
welcoming
this.
many newcomers. For an example, see Metro Atlanta.
Home is in Atlanta.
You see that, people, and I mention Atlanta all the time. They're going to try to make it so attractive for the black people to be there. You don't understand. That's why I tell you, you can act like you have a mind of your own all you want. But at the end of the day, these people control everything you do. They put this narrative out there. They do these things just to control you, man. So you end up in Atlanta, a black person, you end up in Atlanta, you don't understand how you get there. It's them lead you there. You keep your ears to the ground, you keep your ears to the system. They know what they're doing. They lead your ass right there. They can convince you of how things easier to come by there and it's easier for cost of living, and bam, once you go there and the whole place populated, of course they have to go up on the price of everything. You see people running from some big city, going to some smaller city and smaller towns, and you notice one thing, the price start raising up there as well, because the amount of people now they accommodating, the price go up. The more people in the area, the more the price of things go up. It's a popular area with more people. Yes, it's gonna be an expensive place after a while. And this is how it is. You're running from one spot, but the spot that you're running to gonna be populated enough to rise up as well. Listen.
I'm currently in Decatur, Georgia, which is right outside of the perimeter,
Of
so I have
course.
easy access to the city. It gives a little
Easy.
bit
You
more.
see, and it's a black person talking. I already know. Yes, you have access to the city. You're right there, but it's where they want you to live. Period.
Suburban-ish kind of feel.
Suburban-ish.
It's just the culture, the energy, the aesthetic, the environment, a more elevated experience in day-to-day living, honestly.
Lillian Mantaya is a filmmaker and entrepreneur.
A
She was
filmmaker
in line
with
to
the
buy
big
a home
six
in
in
the
the
Baltimore
ears.
area in 2024. But
Yes,
that
and
plan
don't worry about it. The Baltimore area run down. Of course, you can go there and buy a home for cheap now. These homes are attached to each other. You see that right there? Look at how they build the houses in Baltimore, people. All of them connected to each other. Wow, what a dumb shit. And don't worry about it. Yes, they're doing the rebuild right now in Baltimore. That's what they do to every American city. It reached to a point where it hit dirt and everybody got to scatter to the hills. But guess what? Later on, they rebuild and they bring back the peoples in a different system. Do you understand that? That's what they're doing with these cities. These cities run down all the way to the ground. They're going to make some affordable homes and bring them right there back. Yes, the house going to be cheaper there now. It's affordable now because the areas is run down, people. Nobody want to live there. As a matter of fact, everybody getting out of Baltimore. It's a run-down city. You see that with Cleveland a couple of years ago. That's how it is, people. They do that to every American city. You just have to lower your standard later on and then live there. Do you understand? The home gonna be raggedy and cheaper to basically bring in some people there so more people come in and start some new thing. But later on, those houses gonna be gone. All these big old buildings, they're gonna be gone, replaced with tiny homes or apartments that can accommodate a lot of peoples.
Fell through. Since then, she's moved to Atlanta to live with her sister
There you go.
and come up with a new plan.
There you go.
I did grow up in Baltimore. I gave Baltimore a shot in my adulthood with my children, and I did the 9 to 5, and you know,
9 to
attempted
5.
to buy a house there and everything. But Baltimore wasn't providing the, I don't know, just the life.
No, because it's a rundown city. The place that you run to, Atlanta, Georgia, wherever you run to, gonna end up the same way. That's America for your ass. And since America is basically going down, a lot of people don't want to hear me say that, but yes, America is going down. You see them taking the necessary steps to bring this bitch down. Don't act like you don't see. It's going to be all destruction here. Do you understand that? Yes, with all this system, everything that they're going to put in place, America is done. Move. Watch this right here.
So welcome to the teeny tiny shoebox apartment inside the arcade. There are lots of others in the building just like this.
Yeah, that people, tiny shoebox, as you could see the hand sign, got the pyramid on it. Tiny shoebox home in the mall. Remember what I tell you? I ain't no prophet, people, but I just see what's coming. What did I tell you about the malls? They're gonna be gone. All malls, all shopping center. It don't matter if it look like it jumping right now in your city. The Mall of America, the biggest mall, they tell you in Minnesota, all of them gonna come to us, to a close, all of them. Every mall, every shopping center gonna shut down. I told you already about the office buildings. I did video on it and show you the office buildings that they used to say, hey, this is your workplace, now becomes people home. You don't have no bathroom to take a shower, but people live in there. They can put a bed in the office space. They have a supposedly toilet, but they don't have a bathroom. People adjusting to that because they don't have no other way to live. The life is getting more harder and tighter. They have to live in office building now. Now when the mall shutting down, now you're going to have people living in the mall. Call it home. What did I tell you? You have to lower your standard in the Babylon system. That's what it said you have to do. Listen and watch.
Mine is about 250 square feet.
250
There's a walkway
square.
right in front of the facade because this used to
Of
be
course, 218, 29, that's a 911 coding right there.
a shop front. And so people had to access all of the shops in the building.
While malls across the U.S. are
JCPenney,
facing store
Macy, all
closures and
coding.
empty parking lots, some are finding a new life from an unlikely source.
Wow.
We are here at the Arcade Mall in Providence, Rhode Island, the oldest indoor shopping mall in the country. The Arcade had long been a center point in Providence's bustling downtown. But like other malls, it fell on hard times and was completely vacant. But rather than letting this historic building fall into
Yeah,
ruin,
it's not no historic building. It's just a fucking building they used to dumb down the masses and sell you some shit. That's what the mall was, man. There's nothing historical about it. Okay, so yes, you don't want the historical building to go to waste, so you start turning those stores into apartment buildings? Who rent them this place? People already told you it's all by design, and the government actually own those big structures like malls and these things, shopping centers. Yes, they actually own those things, the property that is on and everything. Listen.
developers came in and decided to build 48 micro lofts here on the
they
second
just
floor
decide to
and
do
up
it?
here on the third floor.
It's just by accident.
While top-tier malls continue to be in high demand, nearly 34 million square feet of U.S. mall space is vacant.
Yeah,
and
that
off the
just the space is vacant. The mall is done. That's what they're telling you right there in a nutshell. The mall's gonna shut down. They can't afford to run a mall with 2 damn shops in it, with 2-3 stores in it. They can't do that. They have to shut down the whole thing because majority business is gone out of there. Do you understand? Majority of those business is already closed in the mall. So therefore, they can't afford to run the mall with just a couple business in there. They have to shut it down and turn it into home for people to live in.
Almost 70% of Americans live within an hour of a mall that has a high vacancy rate, low consumer traffic, or is abandoned altogether.
Abandoned.
At the same time, the country is facing a massive housing deficit
See that?
of 4.5 million homes.
Yes, and that's a number 9 coding right there. And I told you already, it's all by design to put you to live in a certain situation. People, they're changing up how you live, how you think to live. They're changing all of that up in front of you right here.
There's a housing problem in a lot of markets across the U.S.
Housing
right? This is
problem.
an opportunity to find land and have a built-in customer base to get people into the mall.
Monday through Friday, this is really busy down here. It's definitely, people in the offices working.
So they're telling you that the mall's still running, people. It's just vacant. You just have a lot of vacancy in there. So these people use a whole floor for apartment buildings. So the mall is still going, people. It ain't completely shut yet. Pay attention.
Or whatever, my barber's downstairs.
As of January 2022, at least 192 U.S. malls plan to add a housing component.
You see that, people? The mall plan to add the housing composing right there. They're gonna basically live in the mall while the mall running, people. Until the mall closed down, people gonna live there. That's how you're desperate. They are right there, people. The mall not even closed down all the way. Mall activity still going on and people live on it. Watch
U.S.
this.
has about 1,100 regional and super regional malls, about 8.5% lower than 2015.
Yes, because they all gonna close.
Can new housing developments help revive the classic American mall? And what's it like to live inside one?
Wow.
CNBC went to Providence, Rhode Island to find out.
Wow. Unbelievable, people.
Amy Hinion has been living on the top floor of a 3-story mall in Providence, Rhode Island for the past 2.5 years.
What's it like to live at the mall? It's really great. It's cool to be part of such a historic building.
Wow,
And knowing
there you go, people. It's so cool to be a part of a historic building, people. That's it. That's the reason why you moved to the mall? Wow, okay.
that every single one of these units used to be a shop of some kind.
But living in a converted store does present some challenges.
Here is my very tiny kitchen. It is very small, but it is workable. And one of the interesting things about the units in the building is that because of codes, you can't have any cooking devices with an open flame.
So there you go, people. They also got codes in it. You can't cook in there. That's exactly what that person tell you with open flame. No stove in there. You have a sink right there, a mini sink, and you have a mini fridge. You have all these mini things in there. You can't cook in there. Do you understand? So there you go again, people. Yes, you find a way to adjust to paying for home or living situation, but hold on. Now you're in a box where you can't cook. So what gonna happen now? You either have to live on fast food or takeouts and these things that probably gonna cost you more than what you would have to pay for food if you was doing little cooking on your own. You see what I'm saying? So therefore you control one problem or level off one problem with the living situation. Now you have to buy food or take out all the time because you can't cook in that box where you're in.
So none of the units have stoves or ranges.
Can't cook. Gotta get out of there.
Do you ever have any concerns about privacy? Not really. It's something you get used
Not
to
really.
living in the building, having people coming and going.
Wow.
Everybody has blinds in their apartment that they can raise or lower as they
What a
like.
joke, people.
Despite those challenges, residents say having access to shops and restaurants makes living at the arcade a unique experience.
All right, it's unique because you're living in the shops. Of course they can find a way to pump this up as something good, people. Yes, you're right there in the mall. I guess you don't have to drive or travel to the mall. You already live there. Like I say, people, they lower your standard how you're gonna live here in America without you knowing. Move.
3 a.m.
Listen to this.
The soft glow of your phone illuminates your face as you scroll through real estate listings. Again, 800,000, 950,000.
Look at this right there, people. Go back. Pay attention to this right here. Go
3
back.
a.m. The soft glow of your phone illuminates your face as you scroll through real estate listings. Again,
Look at that house, people.
800,000,
Wow, look at the house, people, that cost $1 million. Right there. That's all it is, people. Just some bagasse board. Not real wood, but wood that they packed in with some chips. Do you understand? Not real wood, people, they're using on these homes. Wow, unbelievable what they put on this house right there. For it to value $1 million, please tell me, why would this house value $1 million? What it is on there? Gold? Diamond? How did it come to value this much? 800, 900,000? Get the fuck out of here. This is a joke.
And 1.2 million.
1.2
Each
million
price tag
for a
feels
board
like another
box.
nail in the coffin
Look
of
how
your
they
home.
build the house, people. They mention a nail in the coffin. Yes, that's what it is. A coffin. A damn board box. That's what it is, people. So they mention nail in the coffin right there. That's exactly what it is. A damn wooden box. Like a coffin.
Ownership dreams. You're not alone. Right now, millions of people just like you are lying awake, wondering if they'll ever have a place to call their own. But what if I told you that tomorrow everything changes? You've probably heard about Elon Musk's
Pay
decision.
attention to this. As you hear them talk about the sodomite they call Elon Musk, which I tell you, just a government puppet. He didn't innovate shit. He don't own nothing. He's just a government puppet. As you could see the pyramid right there on the hand sign. They have the cat right there with the pyramid right there. It is according. Take a listen to this.
To sell practically everything he owned and move into a tiny prefab $50,000 house a couple of years ago.
Okay, and what was that about? Is to sell the tiny homes to the dumb people? But they would never understand. They show you this vagabond and tell you he's the richest man in the world. They show you a lot of them doing these things. Basically, you're gonna follow them because they tell you the status of this character. He rich and all. That's what they sell to you. So, of course, they can let him sell you shit like these tiny homes. Lower your expectation of living in a big house.
This house was built by a Las Vegas company called Boxe BL,
Yeah,
which
Boxe
specializes
BL. Listen.
in making small, inexpensive, and practical housing for
Yes,
America.
and this is what they're talking about now when you hear them mention affordable homes. This is what they got for you, people. This is what they call affordable homes. You can never own one of those homes again that they got selling for almost $1 million. You can't afford it no more. No matter how good your job is, you can't afford that and cost of living at the same time here. So they lowering your standard, showing you these little boxes that gonna cost you less, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for you to live in one of these boxes. Take a listen.
These houses are an evolution of regular prefab homes that have been completely simplified.
Listen,
to the point
simplified.
that building, or to be more exact,
Look at this, people.
assembling this house would take you only a couple of hours.
You hear that, people? Assembly the house only gonna take you a couple of hours. It's sort of like unboxing a damn piece of furniture and put it together with a manual. Take a look at this.
Before Musk bought his small house,
He didn't bought shit, people. It's just to trick you into buying it. He make you believe that it's cool because it's sodomite, the richest man in the world. They tell you, buy one of these homes. Left his home, his big house, to go live in a box, a cube. It's a trick. Wow.
disregarded the possibility of living this way, as it seemed like it wasn't comfortable enough compared to regular houses, which is to be expected. This is, after all, a very unconventional way of living. However, it reaps a lot of benefits. The impact was revolutionary. Boxable received over 100,000 orders soon after.
Listen to this.
Can you even fathom how big of an effect this was? In addition, the house's key selling point was its modularity. However, as time went by, it was more and more evident that Elon didn't shift to this house out of the goodness of his heart or because of his material fatigue, but rather because it would have stirred up a lot of interest for such houses.
You see that right there, people? Just like I tell you, the puppet job is, that's the job the Elon must have. They can come and sell you that piece of shit they call a Cybertruck and tell you, see, Elon must make it because they already put him on as an innovator from America. It's a faker 100% in. And here he comes now to sell you a little cube for a house. Wow, he's the one who's supposed to be responsible for the sleep pad they call a car. That little cheap shit they give you for an electric car with just a piece of screen in it. A plastic shit come from China. That's what it is. The same shit they're giving you right here to live in. Wow, unbelievable. Mass production, dumb shit. Look at the sign on his hand, people. Look at the hand sign on that character, and you know exactly who you work for.
As a result, Elon took the approach that Boxable had with their house and modified it a bit to make it even more alluring and even more interesting to those who haven't got the deepest of pockets for real estate.
Wow,
After Elon showed his prototype of Tesla's own tiny house, hundreds of thousands of people were genuinely interested in it.
Wow, you see that,
between
people?
50,000 and 100,000 people ended up getting on a wait list for it. Elon Musk got a general idea of what the capabilities and possibilities of a house like the Boxabell one were, as well as how to make it more interesting and cheaper than the former. Elon had an idea of not creating a stationary, but an actual mobile home that could both be made completely immovable, as well as, if there was a need for that, be transported from place to place.
All right, because that's what's gonna happen to you here in this earth. You hear what I say? Yes, they have to make your home portable so you can pick it up and move, because anything can happen. Do you understand that they're hoping for more disaster and destruction? So of course the house can be movable, because they can tell you tomorrow, listen, this area gonna be flooded out. You might wanna pick up your tiny home and go to another spot. Find another higher ground to go to with your home. Pick it up and drag it away. This is the world they're leading you up to, people. I already told you, it's destruction. There's no way they're gonna lead the masses to live like this, and it's a good thing. Listen here.
This would mean that he would provide a constant and reliable shelter for those in dire need, as an easily transportable weekend getaway house for those with more money.
Yeah, that
can be attached to a pickup truck and driven across the country. Tesla has already toted with the Model X, and it passed with flying colors. However, to achieve this, Tesla needed to find a way to lower the weight, as well as increase structural rigidity. He went to natural sources, of course, specifically hardwood.
He went to natural source, people, particularly hardwood. They can make it look like wood, but it's not no damn wood, people. As a matter of fact, no wood is there now, people. The new way they're building is no wood, people. It's a plastic coated shit. It's not wood. Okay, you see now, I gotta explain it. Did you see it for real, people? The shiny looking thing that they're using for wood. It's not wood, people. It's plastic base, and you can't drive a nail to it. Listen to this.
The key component of Tesla's own tiny home is the fact that it will be externally made out of hardwood completely.
Wow, where they gonna get hardwood from, people? They don't even use hardwood to build those homes that they sell you for millions of dollars, people. It's not no hardwood. I already show you the compact wood. The thing they packed up together to make wood, people. Wow, unbelievable.
Lower the cost of the house, as well as allow it to be more lightweight. In addition to this, since hardwood is laminated, this allows the house to be more structurally sound.
Wow.
And the wood itself has been coated and protected against any
kind I already told you, it's not wood. It's not wood, people. It's not wood. They can't give you, it's not wood. It's no real wood they're passing around here. The furniture in your home is not real wood. Did you know that or not? It's no real wood, people. Wow, unbelievable. So now it's laminated and now it's stronger? Okay, all right.
External weather.
Can't burn.
Plus, the skeleton of the house is made out of non-degradable steel and concrete, which should make you sleep even more safe and sound.
Of course, you can sleep safe and sound.
Hardwood is a very good insulation, meaning that you can expect the house not to be very hot during summer, nor very cold during winter, meaning that you'll use up far less electricity.
It is bullshit, people, because the home you're living in now is wood. What did they tell you it is? They lied to you? It's the same thing they call wood, like I tell you, baggers type of board that they packed in together. That's what they use. So all of a sudden now, you're going to be comfortable to be in. Get out of here.
And even if you do use AC or heating, house will take much less time as it is far smaller.
Yes, because it's smaller. Okay, I understand. Yes, you're gonna warm up quicker because it's smaller. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Easier to keep at adequate temperatures. In addition
Everything
to this,
is easier.
Elon's new house can also be outfitted with solar panels, as well as an entire solar energy system, which would essentially allow you to create a household that's entirely self-sustainable.
No, it is bullshit. 100% bullshit. He can't make the car, with solar system so you don't have to stop at a charging center. So therefore, you can't make a house where you don't need to pay electric bill. They're full of shit. And don't worry about it. It's the government people serving you up that solar. They control that shit and trick a lot of people with it. Make you think that, hey, I go have solar system in my house. It's the same electric company giving you the solar system. What you can't understand is government shit.
In addition to that, the house will also be an extremely ecological choice for those of us who value our environment.
As they value
First
the
of all,
environment.
there's the electricity, 100% renewable and carbon-free.
Carbon
In addition
free.
to that, hardwood is very eco-friendly.
They keep talking about hardwood, people. They don't use hardwood to make shit. Not even furniture anymore. What you can understand, these are mass production. And don't worry about it. Involve plastic and everything to make that home move.
Cactus, where we showcase innovative, affordable living solutions that redefine modern housing. Today, we're looking at an incredible option available right on Amazon.
So you listen, people, hold on. Don't worry about it. So Amazon is actually selling these homes. It's selling on Amazon, people. Walmart and Amazon is selling these homes. So now you can go on Amazon and buy one of those homes, people. You hear me? I just look it up myself. I just look it up. And it's right there, people. Amazon have houses sell up to $65,000. They have them for all prices, ranging from around $5,000 and change, all the way up to $60-something thousand for a little home, people, selling right there on Amazon. Listen.
Prefabricated folding house for just $5,880.
There you go, $5,880. And they say it's foldable. Take a listen.
That's right. This compact modern housing solution is perfect for anyone seeking an economical alternative to traditional homeownership.
Yes, and that's what's going to happen to most people. They're not going to do this by choice, but they're going to have to do it with the pressure that was put on them when it comes to cost of living. I mentioned people losing job left and right. They're not going to use the human being to work anymore. You see what they're doing? They're talking about getting rid of all the people who in here illegally and all of that shit. The workforce gonna be done. Most of those jobs that certain people wouldn't take and some migrants or some people from some other country will take, you're gonna get rid of that also. I already told you, people, the world gonna become a big old, nest where all of these things can brew. All these destruction can lurks now. Because of the living situation and all, the cost of living and everything, put the squeeze on the people, no telling where they're gonna have to go to get rescue. There's no telling what they're gonna have to do to ease this pressure coming from the establishment. Take a listen here.
Let's dive into why this folding house could be your next big investment for affordable living
a big
or passive
investment.
income. This foldable, space-saving home is built for versatility and durability. Measuring 19 feet by 20 feet, it's constructed from
19 feet by 20 feet, people. Put that in perspective. 19 feet to 20 feet, people. And that's going to be a home? Wow, unbelievable. Listen.
Quality, weather-resistant alloy steel,
weather-resistant,
ensuring it can withstand the elements with minimal maintenance. At 8,800 pounds, it's portable yet sturdy, making it ideal for small lots, temporary housing, or even a cozy vacation retreat. One of the standout features is its customizable interior. You get a blank canvas to design your living space according to your style and needs.
Wow.
Whether you want to create a simple, minimalistic living area or a personalized workspace, this house adapts to you. The ability to tailor your layout and decor gives you full control, making it a perfect option for home
now,
buyers.
hold on here, people. what you gotta understand, how I feel about these things right here. It's not because it won't do anything for the people, or it's not a good idea. All of these things is just what they've got in the background, what they got planned, the reason why they give you this. Don't lose sight of it. So at the end of the day, you can be like, you know what? At least I can afford a home or something like that to live in, and, you know, it might sound like a good idea, but you don't understand. It's them forcing you to live like this, people. It's them forcing you. They're forcing your hands. Because, listen, if you was living normally and your paycheck and everything was, you know, worth what it's supposed to worth and all, and you wouldn't have to turn to this. You would have go for the American dream as they was selling you from day one. Do you understand what I'm saying here? So this is not by choice. And that's the problem that I have with it. The fact that it's not by choice, but they're gonna force you into this. Because you can't afford nothing else, that's the reason why you're gonna in it. And that's a wrong reason or a bad reason for you to live in a box, a damn cube. Listen.
For flexibility. And let's talk about affordability. Traditional housing prices are skyrocketing, but this prefabricated folding house provides an economical solution without sacrificing quality or comfort.
Yes, and they're gonna rub it in the fact that the cost of housing is gone up. So you have to lower your standard, and then they're gonna keep showing you these things. That's what you're gonna end up living in. And like I say, it's not by choice, but by force.
Think of the potential savings, not just on construction, but also on property taxes, utilities, and upkeep. For under $6,000, you can own a modern home that's both practical and stylish.
Wow.
Investors, take note. This house isn't just a smart housing solution. It's a great way to generate passive income. Use it as a short-term rental, pop-up shop,
or even people. It's gonna be your home, your only home. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but that's gonna be your home. Listen to me. A shopping center, a mall, or even the supposedly, you know, empty buildings, office buildings, and these things are, you're forced to be in a little tiny home that you buy off Amazon. That's where they're going right now, people. There is no stopping this new world. That's what you hear them gonna talk about more than ever now. Affordable housing. That's what you hear them was spitting the whole time. Kamala Harris talking about affordable homes, and then you hear the Donald Trump come and he also mention it. They're gonna have affordable homes for you. Bam, there go the affordable home. A little cube, a little box to live in. You hear me, people? Something that they can tell you, hey, tomorrow you can't stay right here. You have to pick up that house and move somewhere else. Bam.
We all know Amazon for its wide.
Look at these prices, people, at the houses. There you go, 26,000, 25,000, 9,000 or 10,000 right there, 20,000. There you go, right there, people. They're not playing. They are gonna sell you these houses, and Walmart.com and Amazon. What did I tell you? There is no way to escape the new world and what they got to bring to you, because you're gonna do it by force.
Products, from everyday items to major purchases. But did you ever think buying a home could be as easy as shopping for groceries? With just a few clicks, you can browse and order a house that fits your needs, straight from your phone or laptop.
There you go, people, and that's all you need to get in. Now you can order a home right there from your phone or your laptop from Amazon. And that's only the starting right there. They're going to introduce more to you, like I see, or like I show you, a house value less than $6,000. They tell you, I guess it's 20 feet by 15 feet or something like that. And that's going to be your home. You have to lower your standard in this wicked Babylon system. They're forcing you out how you used to live and force you into a poorer kind of life. Do you understand that? That's what their job is, to put more pressure on the masses, bend them and break them. Yes, another mag, bam, I'm on the run.